Campus Insiders continuing coverage from the Final Four, fueled by Oberto. We are in downtown Indianapolis. You could throw a basketball at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hey, everyone. I am Shae Peppler. I am joined by 120 Sports NBA analyst. That would be Antoine Walker. And our Wisconsin insider all the way from Madison, Wisconsin. That is Phil Dawson. So both schools are going to go at it here in the Final Four. Kentucky, Wisconsin. Now, Antoine, you won a chip with Kentucky back in '96. You reside in Madison. So two guys, worthy debate. Who wins and why? I'll let you start, Twan.
Well, obviously, I believe that Kentucky is going to win, and it's a couple of reasons. One, I think our size and length is going to play a huge part in why we win the game, and also our depth. I think our depth is much more deeper than obviously Wisconsin, and I think we got battle tested. I think the Notre Dame game was so important for us to get battle tested, to come from behind, because we didn't have that. We ran through the SEC and ran through the SEC tournament, and now finally to have an opportunity to win a game like that, I think we're ready.
And that's what I think is actually going to work against Kentucky, is that they haven't been battle-tested as much as Wisconsin. They're a team that their toughest game that they had, granted, went to overtime with an Ole Miss, and they took on a Notre Dame team that was able to exploit some things, even though they have the size, the length, the depth. But they haven't played anybody. Really, they beat Louisville, beat a Kansas team out of an overrated Big 12, and now they're taking on the champs of the Big 10, the best basketball conference in the country.
We are just taking shots at everybody in overrated Big 12. What do you think, Twan?
Well, obviously, I think our competition, just to agree with them, was a little down this year. Obviously, the SEC was down. But we have 9 potential pros, and I think that's something that you can't really, take it for granted. We got guys that have been there before. When you think about Willie Steins and the Harrison twins that played in the Final Four last year. So I think we built it ready for this. Wisconsin only has 2 players that I think are potential pros that can really stand this pressure that they're going to be under tomorrow. When you talk about 9 compared to 2, they're easy to scout for because you only got 2 guys to really deal with.
But here's the thing, Antoine, I got to tell you, because granted, they do have all these pros, but it's college basketball we're talking about, and Wisconsin has the best college basketball player in Frank Kaminsky, and he will be the one leading the Badgers to shimmy over your Wildcats.
Things are getting weird. We're less than 24 hours from tip-off here in Indianapolis in this Final Four game. Antoine Walker, Phil Dawson, thanks so much for the time. Be sure to stick with us here on Campus Insiders. There might be more shimmying. I don't know, but we'll be here in Indy. Stick with us, campusinsiders.com.